So today we're going to be talking about Steven Spielberg, and I think I'm going to be doing this sort of series more often where I just delve into different filmmakers, right? But I'm starting with Steven Spielberg right now because I think whenever someone asks me, who is my favorite filmmaker or one of my favorite filmmakers, Steven Spielberg's name is definitely there. And a lot of this is because I think Steven Spielberg just happens to be the first filmmaker I was truly introduced to, especially, as a child with Jaws, Indiana Jones. And then as I grew up, I just noticed that, man, this guy makes such a variety of different types of films. You have Jaws, which is a horror film. You have adventure, Indiana Jones. You have something serious like Schindler's List or Munich. So let's just delve into this guy. He's also done musicals, right? So Steven Spielberg, I think, when it comes to versatility, he stands out. So, Steven Spielberg, ladies and gentlemen, let's start this. Let's just take this cinematic journey, I suppose, through the awe-inspiring career of the one and only Steven Spielberg. Now imagine a world without Steven Spielberg's touch. Something would definitely be missing. What truly stands out when I think of Steven Spielberg is his range. This man can literally make anything. In fact, I would say that is perhaps his trademark. His trademark is the lack of any specific trademark. Perhaps exploring human emotions itself is his trademark, and that goes across all genres. Steven Spielberg's journey began with a young boy's dream and a camera. With an adventurous spirit and equipment that probably weighed more than him, he embarked on a path that would change the film industry forever. Spielberg's voyage began not with a bang, but with a whisper. His first full-length film, Firelight, was produced independently at a cost of just $500. He later directed Duel, which received strong praise. However, it was his third feature, The Sugarland Express, that is often referred to as his breakthrough theatrical debut. Though it wasn't a financial success, it was a crucial stepping stone that set Spielberg on a path to greatness. Even in his early work, he showcased his ability to capture human connection amid chaos, a theme that would echo throughout his career. First, let's talk about Jaws. This was a movie that not only made people scared to swim, but it also made them fall in love with the suspenseful art of filmmaking. The man who created this edge-of-your-seat shark thriller would go on to make a film like E.T. With E.T. the Extraterrestrial, he made us wish our bicycles could fly and our closets could lead to other galaxies. He turned a story about an alien into a timeless tale of friendship that tugged at our heartstrings and made us secretly hope for an alien friend of our own. Spielberg often showcases his versatility like a magician reveals one captivating trick after another. Who can forget Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, which solidified his just blockbuster filmmaking ability? With Harrison Ford donning the iconic fedora, Spielberg crafted an ageless adventure filled with whip-cracking action and effortless charm. This wasn't just a movie, it was a declaration that Spielberg could turn history into heart-pounding excitement. Then there is The Color Purple. Completely different! Spielberg adapted Alice Walker's novel into a deeply emotional cinematic experience. Through powerful performances and sensitive storytelling, the film stands as a testament to his ability to portray intimate human relationships and resilience and just human emotions. So you can't really make this up. Very few filmmakers in history have demonstrated this kind of range. Now imagine this. In 1993, Steven Spielberg directed two landmark films, Jurassic Park and Schindler's List. In Jurassic Park, Spielberg combined cutting-edge technology with prehistoric awe. He transported us to a world where wonder and danger coexisted. Then came Schindler's List. With this masterpiece, Spielberg transformed tragedy into a cinematic portrayal of human suffering and survival. The black and white imagery, the restrained direction, and the powerful performances created an unflinching depiction of the Holocaust. It wasn't just a film. It was an experience in memory, grief, and humanity. Basically, the man who directed E.T. directed Schindler's List. The man who directed Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones also directed The Color Purple. Then there is Minority Report. Spielberg took us into a future where crimes are predicted before they even happen. The blend of science fiction and crime drama created a futuristic roller coaster ride filled with tension and moral uncertainty. Tom Cruise's relentless movement through this world made us question not just the story, but the nature of free will itself. Hold on, because here comes Saving Private Ryan. If Spielberg was a chef, this film would be his piece de résistance. I hope my accent was fine. He delivered an unfiltered and brutal depiction of World War II so intense that the opening sequence felt like an adrenaline shock. You could almost feel the sand, hear the gunfire, and smell the chaos of battle. But beyond the spectacle, it captured sacrifice, brotherhood, and the human cost of war. Now, let's reflect on the fun and wacky Catch Me If You Can. Yes, directed by the same guy. Based on a true story, it follows Frank Abagnale Jr., a master con artist who forges checks and assumes multiple identities while being pursued by an FBI agent determined to catch him. The film is playful, stylish, and endlessly entertaining. Oh, you still thought that was it? Nope. Spielberg's magic isn't limited to live-action realism. With the adventures of Tintin, he stepped into animation, bringing the beloved characters to life in a globe-trotting adventure filled with mystery, humor, and imagination. And with the BFG, Spielberg once again proved his ability to bring fantasy to life with warmth and emotional depth. It was a gentle, whimsical story that showed his continued love for wonder and childhood imagination. In 2022, he gave us The Fabelmans. Unlike the spectacle of dinosaurs or aliens or war, this film turns the camera inward. It is a semi-autobiographical story inspired by his own childhood and his earliest experiences discovering filmmaking. Instead of some blockbuster scale, Spielberg focuses on family, memory, and the fragile beginning of an artist finding his voice. It's a reminder that even after building some of cinema's most iconic films, he still had one deeply personal story left to tell. And hey, he's still not done, I'm sure. And there you have it. Steven Spielberg's cinematic universe, I guess. From fear to fantasy, from war to wonder, he has taken us on journeys that linger long after the credits roll. Whether it's opening the doors to imagination or giving us a slap of reality in the most emotionally jarring way possible, Steven Spielberg has done it all. Truly, one of the most versatile filmmakers in the world. So I mean, yeah. Steven Spielberg, folks, one of my favorite filmmakers. Please do subscribe to my channel, guys. Share this video, like. I want to build this channel as much as I can. I'm going to be doing this type of series, director series, as regularly as I can. I'll be putting videos up every week, right? 2 videos every week, maybe more, whatever. A story, a video, you know. This director series, I'll be doing it maybe every other week. You know, I have no pattern, but I'll be putting out videos as regularly as I can. Please do subscribe. Please do share. You know, let people know about this channel. Support me if you are a family member or a friend or acquaintance or whatever. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Bye.